Hi, everyone. My name is Karen Archipley, and I'm with Archi's Acres and also Archi's Institute for Sustainable Agriculture. And so I'm hoping, how many you've heard of us a little bit? So it has been an amazing journey. I'll tell you, our journey started 12 years ago. My husband served in Iraq. He did 3 tours. He was part of the invasion, the Battle of Fallujah, and his final tour was Haditha, just as that became a hot spot. And when he came home, so in between the second and third tour, we bought our farm, which was 2005. He came home in 2006, and we built our first greenhouse. We are a HydroOrganic greenhouse. And so what that did was that offered us, because we had moved from Los Angeles to San Diego and found that we have the most expensive water in the world. So we found that out quite by surprise. I'll tell you, it was our first water bill is the reason we're a HydroOrganic farm. And my husband came up with that from Iraq. And it really was something. And so as Colin came back and we started our farm, at first it was really just for us. And then as he started getting closer to his EAS, which is end of service date, he had more and more people saying, come on, Archie, one more tour. And that was not okay. And so it wasn't okay with me, let me say that. So we sat down and we came up with a plan on how he could stay connected to the military through agriculture, which is what we had chosen. We had built our greenhouse. We had a 30 by 60 foot greenhouse and found that that income almost matched what my husband was making as an E5 in the Marine Corps. And so for that, that was very illuminating. And so we embraced that and we created the Veteran Sustainable Agriculture Training Program that is now known as Archi's Institute. And when we created that, it was selfish. I wanted my husband to stay home. I didn't want him being shot at in Iraq. But out of something selfish, we get to be a part of people's lives in the coolest way. And I will tell you, we have a day class, a nights and weekends, and a hybrid class. And we get to see that next generation of organic farmers. And that means a lot to me. For myself, I would tell you, Colin and I, we do live organic. And so naturally, we grow organic. When we got hit with our first water bill, that's how we came up with hydroponic. Hydroponics is not new. It's been around since 600 BC. We're talking the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or the floating Aztec gardens. And so we conserve up to 90% less water, and we have 3 to 5 times the crop. Now, I will tell you, we have enjoyed success for 12 years. This year, we were thrown from the horse. And I will tell you, it was quite an experience. And so for us, we had a couple of our buyers, one very large buyer that put us off until next year. We had our other major buyer who went from 2 pallets a week to intermittent 1 every now and then. And then we had, issues with even our own, tax paperwork, and everything hit at once. And what I heard over and over again was, oh, that's okay. I claimed bankruptcy back in 2012 or whatever. Farmers should not have to deal with that. Let me just say that's not the antidote. And for us, it's not. For us, I'm going to say we are so grateful to have a community that stepped up and said, not today. And our community literally stopped us from going under. And we are now coming right. And I will tell you, how many farms did we not hear about this year? I'll tell you, our dairy industry. We lost 33 farms by May of this year out of 137. We need to be mindful on where our food comes from. Know your farmer is more than a tagline. Know your farmer. And when your farmer's food is not in your local grocery store, ask them why. Because honestly, if we don't start seeing each other and seeking out our local food source, we're going to lose it. And that's a fact. I will tell you, for us, we have enjoyed 12 years of success. And it wasn't until just a 3-month period almost took us out. Now, that would not have touched our training program that's separate from our farm, but it would have taken our farm, and that would be a real shame. Because, as any farmer, we work so hard to get to the point where you can actually make a living. And for us, sustainability is more than just taking care of your rivers, your streams, and your oceans. But let me say how important that is. But sustainability also means that you can pay your bills and maybe go out to a movie once in a while or have some quality of life. And for us, we get to be a part of people's lives in the coolest way because we see our students leave and they go on to farm in whatever state they go home to. We have farmers in Japan. We have Mango Mike is doing mangoes in Japan. We have Jason Smith, who is growing herbs in Alaska. And it's like people are feeding their communities. That means a lot to us. And I hope it means a lot to you. I will tell you, we can do something about this. We can save our farms purely by paying attention and getting to know who our farmers are and making sure that we support them, not with a donation. Buy their product. Nobody's looking for a handout. It's a hand up. Thank you, because that's important. But I will say also, it was amazing to see our community band together without so much as a public statement from us. They came out of the woodwork. Lucky Bolt, I have to throw a big, hug and a kiss to them for really throwing together a fundraiser for us. Mike Rieske, Linda Antonelli is from our own chapter. They didn't need to know what the deal was. They just wanted to stop the bleed. That's amazing. How many farms did we not hear about? Pay attention. It matters. For our farmers, we want to have local food. We want to have organic, local, affordable food for all. It shouldn't be just an elite status. It should be food. It's funny that organic, we have a label that says it's organic, and yet I don't understand how conventional food took over to become that's the norm and that we need a label. I think it should be the other way around. Contains pesticides. You know what I mean? But I will tell you, you definitely want to support a farmer just starting out. That farmer's going to need a lot of help. Do they need help paying their bills? Yeah, but that's not what they're looking for. Find out what they grow. Find out where you can make sure it's going to be in your local supermarket and make that difference. Look for people that are doing things that are sustainable, people that have a social impact. For us, that's been paramount. I will tell you that farming is a business, but for us, it's been a mission. And so I'm going to wrap up now because I see my time is up, but I want to say what a pleasure it was to be here today. Buy local, buy organic, support your local farmer. And I'm Karen with Archi's Acres. It was an honor to be here. Thank you.